Bruce, can you hear me?
Yes, he said good morning.
Okay. Yeah. So, I hope you raise a issue concerning with the children, right? And I'm an advocate for abuse of children because I grew up and I know what I went through as a child. I didn't grow with mother and father. I grew with grandparents. But back then, when you're not too educated on terms of how to handle children or deal with children, licks will tear skin anyhow. And I become a
You going?
Hello?
You get cut off?
No, the phone's still on. You know that's happening regular.
Yep.
If I tell you how I am frustrated at this one, I pelted away yesterday. No? The other day, WhatsApp gave me real beams on how you say uninstall and reinstall. Yesterday, in the space of a month. Yesterday, it come back again with the strippiness. I ain't hearing the gentleman. If you have it, they take it,
No, nothing yet.
Yes, Mr. Napuna.
Call out your number support the same here on this number.
All right, okay.
I'm trying to do it back here manage.
All right, no problem. 307 0930 307 0930 475 7426 475 7426. Go ahead. If you have it, take it.
No, nothing yet.
Right. So the lines are clear, so nobody can have no excuse that they can't get in.
All right.
Right. Caller, what happened there? Caller?
Yeah, Miss Sharon.
Right, go ahead.
I don't know. Yeah, I know what happened just so, but somebody started talking over the phone, coming from your end, like, and cussing and going on. So this is what I want to know what's going on. Okay, right. So I was saying, I learned as a parent how to handle children, and then I get to understand. Not because the Bible says, "Spare not the rod and spoil the child," mean you will be the child. You will pick up any time the child do something and be the child. Sometimes there are a lot of us as parents. I'm putting it us. I'm saying I did it. Do not have a conversation with the child or tell the child when something is going or when they're about to do something wrong and talk to the child. Before you beat a child, you're supposed to have a conversation with the child to let the child know, hey, what you're doing there is wrong. Don't do it. Right? And if you do it, there are consequences of your doing. If you don't tell the child that, then how the child will know? Remember these children who now come into the world learning right from wrong. So if you don't, sit down and have a conversation with the child, every time you're going to beat the child because of what? Anger? Because some of us will beat our child based on anger, based on something going on in our home, in our mind at workplace or something. That is totally wrong. And I against it 100%. Because it's become abuse. The way how you hit your child, the way how you talk to your child, the way you push and thump and pinch. And I go through these things. And when I see a child getting licked, I just feel hurt. I just feel like it is me getting licked. So these days, when we become parents, we should sit down and look back what was wrong during our time, and try not to adapt it to our children, because that will continue going. That's like action X time after time, right? One other thing there, Mr. Aaron, is that, these days I was up in Gasparello, and, these people beating with the refinery like it's a bubbly. Come on, they don't have anything to say. Nothing else they can find. More than my prime minister is a madman and things. My boss had to tell one of them, he don't go down into politics and laugh. But you know, it wasn't more bad. I would have had the situation in a different kind of way. Come on, y'all find something else to say now. Only refinery and what the Prime Minister said, it's 5-6 years now, we going in 7 years now. Find something else. They can't win election because on refinery no more. Find something else to say. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you very much. All right, guys, so it's 307-0930, 307-0930, 475-7426, 475-7426. Yeah?
Guys,
if you have it.
You can call me at 342-0081 and 466-5391. And nothing as yet.
Well, people quarreling and saying they can't get in. So now the lines here are free. All the lines are open.
Mr. Screen call on my side.
Every time you have the opportunity to call because they say when they call they're not getting through and the lines open.
Same thing I was saying earlier.
Is it that we just want to quarrel and make an issue, but the lines are all open? I am here this morning. Bruce is over there. The lines are open. So let's have the conversation. All right? Anyhow, moving along. So, where the thing going? I want to ask a question this morning. I'm not hearing from Tobago. Good morning, Mr. Mount St. George. Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Archer. Good morning, Mrs. Rowley and the entire family. All the callers and listeners of Tobago, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Morning.
Sharon, I want Fari and what we did to Tobago, what took place in Dubai. Tobagonians still waiting to get a report on that Dubai trip. We can't get anything. Sharon, you know they sent home about 60 from one department yesterday.
Well, wait now.
All right. Well,
so you ain't tell me that they sent home Calvin Morris' wife?
It ain't true. They send home 50 people, they send home Sharon.
16 people from one department.
Well, guys, listen, let me tell you something. And I said it. Do not call my phone or send me any text messages because that is what you all sat down and allowed to happen. Who didn't go out and vote because they're so vexed? And who went and voted for the PDP? I am not going to be running up the pressure.
I am only sorry for the innocent ones that get caught in the middle of all of this. You understand? Because they're sending home people, there are almost 200 people gone home already from CHA. Sorry for them. Have a blessed day.
I want your Sharo.
Take it.
Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce.
Morning.
Morning, Sean.
Good morning.
Bruce and Sean, I was listening to this matter with Miss Marley McDonald. And this thing about the fraud in the state and all this set of stupidness they're charging this woman for. But we had so much corruption under the previous government. And we ain't getting these kind of articles in the papers. We don't get this kind of thing. When I pick up one with this young lady, was a total witch hunt, by a certain individual. He was behind this woman real hard, because we had so much corruption happening, and nobody lock up. Well, we can't really say nobody lock up, but the police seems to be moving very slowly when coming to some of these matters. But it was very quick the way they move on this young lady and the way they move towards this young lady. And we know the individual. That's why the individual had to be crying like a big baby right now. And we warn them about what's in Duke. We warn the people in Tobago about what's in Duke with the PSA. The exact same thing he is doing, the people there, is what he will do across there. Because this man has a kind of wicked way about him. They feel all right. You see, all the thing was happening in Tobago, all the projects and thing was going on in Tobago, and how Tobago was working out nice. Only watch and see what will come up. You understand? By the grace of God, I just hope, because we know Dr. Raul, we will try to work with them to get Tobago in a better condition, but we know the Watson, Duke and Farley and them, we know that kind of wicked way about them. So we know things will work out good in Tobago because the mindset is not right. Have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Port of Spain. Port of Spain. Port of Spain, good morning.
Hello, good morning to you, Sharon.
Morning.
And good morning to the listeners. 919, home and abroad. Sharon, I just able to get interest of what you're talking about. You have any special topic that you want to talk about?
No,
I have something that is worrying me on my chest.
Go ahead, please.
It's bothering me. You know when you drink hot tea and afterwards somebody come in to throw cold water? This is what happened to me. Sharon?
Yes?
I watching a Baptist shelter meeting that we had in La Hoqueta. And I was able to pick out one Barbara Book who was supposed to be a senator on the UNC. And I collected in my head that she was saying that she is UNC for life and she's not moving. And Sharon, you know what I said? I get up and I started to choke myself. I said, what? I said, nah, it can't be the same Barbara Book who came down and fought when I was a manager and told me how wicked bad they was. They want to lock she up and how they're querying how she and Maxi running. And today, Sharon, I was telling her, show me if what I say is not the truth. Sharon, these people and them, it's hypocrites. Sharon, you imagine Barbara Book that I believe that they just forget, not for the pain. I ain't forgetting the book. You condemn, come up, you set up, and I heard you too. Today you saying you are moving the book. Yeah, you really are Baptist. Because Baptist people don't try to please people with the fact. So today I'm calling on you. I'm calling on you. If what I am saying here today, you take me to the place of justice. Sharon, these people are really dangerous. And the chain goes, the UNC is the most dangerous party to this country. And imagine she referring to the Baptist movement. Again, referring to them. In other words, they are just a cult. It's a faith, Sharon. This is to show you what the UNC and the cahoots is about. That reminds me of when Moridal called the people who went to beg the Prime Minister about the highway. When he reported them as a bagger, Alu, what did the Prime Minister do at the center? Nothing. So Sharon, today I want to say thanks to you, Google, all and everybody who brings out the facts with Dominic and the co-host who have there this morning for letting us know the facts and allowing us to speak out to what we see as a dangerous opposition that we have in the country. A child was murdered. No apology whatsoever, Sharon. And I want to keep that on the corner. I am not going to let us. Imagine the opposition leader don't know she is a senior counsel. The meaning of murder, she get away with that, Sharon. This should be something that we have to go out and call for an apology of the opposition leader. She never apologized for making that statement that she won't name as the court guard who fired the shot. Come on, give me a break, Sharon. This is the same lady that said the war is on the land, not on the sea.
Thank you very much, Walter Spain.
Much for allowing me this contribution. And good morning to you, Mr. Napona. This is one of my convenient close friends. Thank you very much, Sharon. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. So Trinidad and Tobago at 7:35 a.m. And we continuing to take your calls. You have any there?
Yeah. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce and Sharon.
Morning.
They
Morning.
call for Dr. Rowley to go. Dr. Rowley must go. When Dr. Rowley go. And all of PNM people have to go too? All of PNM people have to go? So I don't know what they're calling for Dr. Rowley to go leave the place for. And I hear a lady that called for Moruga table and that saying PNM this and PNM that. When PNM they didn't want them. No matter what, when PN people was there, Moruga Timberland, they didn't want them. So now they're crying for PNM to do this and PNM. Why you must do it? There's nothing power in Moruga Timberland. There's nothing in council and there's nothing in the thing. So why they must call them and tell them you want this and want that? The man over the ground, Padarat over the ground. Why did them seek Parabat for them get the ground? Parabat over the ground and not for hell, they won't give the ground to the people in Moruga Tableland. And the English they only calling PNM this, PNM that. Not PNM, not in charge again. In Moruga Tableland. See who in charge and let them give you the ground. It'll be so hardening that when you vote on PNM day, you want everything. And when PNM out of power, you still want everything. I don't know what's going on in Trinidad and Tobago. So better, I hear Washington Jude walking in Trinidad. Keep our life open. Washington Jude walking in Trinidad and Tobago. Let's have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. I have one here. Caller, good morning.
Sharon, morning again.
Morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm tired, but there. Good.
I hear it in the voice. Good morning again. Sharon,
Morning.
I told them so. I told the Begonians so. And I'm sorry for them, The innocent pay for the guilty. I told them so. Because they're meeting me all on the road. I said, don't complain to me. Go to Joel and Farley. I warn you people. Let it take what they're getting now. I want to touch on some fellas, two fellas in the UNCP thing later. First, Fuad Khan. He made a lie, and Fuad Khan should be ashamed to open his mouth, talking about, see about your own and your own and your own. But Fuad Khan must remember, he has two drugstores in Tobago, one at Chauvin Plaza and one at Lowlands Mall. So let him be careful. Let him be careful where he's staying. The third man is, the second man is, there's a fellow in Naparima representing Naparima in Parliament, in the opposition bench. And I want to ask him some questions this morning. You see, Sharon, when people have glass window, they must not tell stones at other people's house. He ain't get a glass window, he get a glass building, so let him be careful. Sharon, I want to ask that man this morning, who named Goat Brain? Right? Who named Goat Brain? And how his brother, who was a teacher, died?
Oh, no.
Why he died? Right? And what he was charged for? I'm only asking questions, eh? These are allegations. Now, the same party in is the same people that accuse him of committing a serious crime against one of their own many moons back. So, after he decided to call it a day upon earth, I find that way. I only asking questions. So let that man from Naparima, Mr. Rodney Charles, come out and tell Trinidad and Tobago, give the answers to the questions I asked this morning. Then he could start selling stone at Dr. Oli. Let him get off Dr. Oli back.
But I understand that Rodney Charles is not his name. I mean, look.
Sharon, I will get for anything, but I know where you're born in.
I get all my information. So let what mutual feel nobody know nothing about it. And Mr. Sid Marlin could probably attest to that.
St. Madeleine, call me please, because I understand St. Madeleine will know. Bruce, I just sent you something on Messenger.
Who named Goodwin?
I feel like you're talking to somebody in Trinidad.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And how his brother died, why he died. Who caused him to went away. The same people who he back in is the same people who caused this is an allegation trial. So with all of that, I go on. If I lie, let Mr. St. Madeleine tell me a lie. To the questions I ask.
Right?
Okay, then I'll
Send
tell you
messenger. Thank you very much.
Okay, now come up.
Papa, you. Not me now. People call us up, the lines are open. But I need you to log on because I'm going to be putting up some stuff in a short while. I want you see, we must
on the WhatsApp.
You try it on, no, I trying to get it here, but I'm not able to send it across. Because I'm looking for it and I'm not seeing it really. So guys, call us up 30709, right. St. Madeleine.
Good morning, Miss Karen.
How are you?
Oh,
Lord.
Morning.
At last, call a tickle my appetite here. All that dribble ejaculating from the mouth of the MP and Naparima is just showing his allegiance to his Bajan heritage. His grandfather, Mr. Sampson, never believed in God, hence he had the AKA, my Lord. He bought all his children from Barbados, and he was the engineer at the East Mill in St. Madeleine. This Rodney, nobody know Rodney Charles. His baptism name is Atherton Charles, son of Bajan Ursuline Sampson. His father, Goldbrains, was the chief education officer in the 50s. He has an aunt named Pinky, one named Zelda, and our uncle, they reside in Canada, named Baby.
Jesus Christ.
The Charles and them only became known to the people at St. Martin because they were standoffish. They became known because their neighbor was Dr. Dalip Singh, who got hanged for his German wife, Inga Singh. So, they never go by Bethany and buy milk or go in Miss Mina parlor. They stay to themselves and hardly in the front. The back of their premises was St. Clement Cemetery. Like they love was just to watch graves and read. That is why Mr. Hines has called him Adopi. Adopi is a low spirit.
Oh, God.
It's a low spirit. You can notice he can't talk unless he hands swinging all about. Just the other day, guy would say David in Parliament.
Oh, God.
And now that they're threatening him because he break record as the only Kapar to ever win Naparima. So this is part of it. That's why you go always hear Barbados. And then, well, you know, I'm not going to anything for Guyana. Because Guyana is the place where start Hapanjat. Hapanjat in Hindi means go for your race. That's enough. I would let them get somebody else think. I'm glad I call her raise that thing.
Wait, thank you very much, Mr.
Yeah, but sister, too, I think the last time we had a spot, well, she get on the radio and she's a judicial officer.
Oh, God. In truth, you let me mind my business. Wait. Drink water and mind my business. Trinidad and Tobago. Bruce, you get it?
Yeah, but I don't know how to get it over to because there's a lot to know. But I don't know how to get it from there to WhatsApp.
What I mean?
The whole article.
Well, if you go into the persons,
You know, normally this had the 3 buttons for you to copy the link.
Yeah.
They don't have that.
Well, it's on Facebook.
Yeah, it could only share within Facebook or Messenger.
People, I had to show you this morning. I had to find a way here. I have to find a way. So it means that when we go on a break, I'm going to find a way. All right. I will call the person to see if I get it. Okay, Trinidad and Tobago. So it's 7:47. We're taking your calls. No, I don't. No, all you don't call me now to complain and tell me about who are answering the phone and they're trying to call so long and they can't get through and whatever. The line's open. So don't call me after to tell me all kind of things. Caller, good morning.
Hi, morning, Sean.
Good morning.
Morning, Bruce. Morning. Sean, I mean, I'm so sorry for the but we have a lot of problem in If I was in THC and I'm on TV saying THC too large, and I vote to me, I expect this to be 6 months later.
But not, let me tell you, even better. You have a man who has been disrespecting this country. It's Trinidad and Tobago, and for some reason he will never say Trinidad and Tobago. Tobago and Trinidad.
Well, that's not it. I ain't come to hear.
Go ahead.
So, I'll share some people in Trinidad. Just be it's a short-sighted because just November 14th, you have a platform in Plymouth saying we need to send people in Tobago, we need to come out from Trinidad, but yet you are walking in Trinidad. I'm talking about you want to come in Trinidad. Last time I checked back, I was in Trinidad, not Tobago. So why you want to have an office in Trinidad now? And just November 14th, right? You tell people we need to come out from Trinidad. So you're preaching separation one way, and now you want to come and you want to come and watch it here. Let me be real. You really believe somebody's shipping? I mean, your partner saying he don't want to talk from nobody in Trinidad. But what are they doing come in Trinidad? Therefore, I don't want to Trinidad. What are they doing come in Trinidad to fight election? Or let's see actually what Trinidad? You know what I'm saying, Sean?
Correct is right. I'm listening.
I don't know because I mean,
and that is my point, eh?
I ain't going to. It's November 14th. You wasn't telling people we need to come from Trinidad. And when it gets straight, on the 6th, they're saying so they go on Trinidad.
No, from ever since he was saying that the campaign and he's saying it.
But so you could never care what Trinidad. So what you doing to try and take elections in Trinidad? Give you a break. I mean, these people, I don't know if this gullible or I don't know if they drink something or they smoke something, but if I work in THC and I'm on TV by Fazio saying the parliament will Tobago is THC, is they want to THC workers. I work in THC. I see it, I still voting. And I expect it to have a job 6 months after. It is not going to happen. Because that was always in the card to cut THC staff. So, I mean, when I hear people getting some here, some there, some there, I mean, it's sad, but I don't know that would happen.
They didn't know, they didn't realize it was going to come straight home to them.
I know, you need to Sean. We ain't hearing a word from nobody else. If it was accidents, for all of the girls, but all done, you know, had all the police. They tell them about one person. You know, all over the world, all over China, how we keep pyramid. You know, they hear nothing from nobody. We found there, I was at the Korea, you know, this happened and that happened. And that is thing about China, what kind of deceit.
Well, that is what, and they intend to stay quiet. They cuss Tracy, they call you all kind of name, they cuss this one over London, they say all kind of thing. But you know, we have a lot of deceitful, disingenuous people. Plenty. I did warn them about a particular person, but they didn't want to hear. And sometimes I just want to stay quiet.
You see, because if I stay in the one side noise, now it's not PNM. But the people go to them jobs and you ain't saying nothing. You know why? Apparently, I don't know if it's shame. I don't know if it's shame or if it's fear. But nobody saying nothing. And something, before I go, there are certain people in China who disrespect everybody's religion. I want everybody to respect their own.
We have 2 minutes again,
everybody in any kind of way. Look, Dr. Oli celebrating in Lakota. If you're not thinking what they say, you can imagine if somebody, if very famous camera was in charge, was in power, and she do not do a celebration, and somebody of African descent say anything wrong, you can imagine the backlash. But here it is, you can celebrating with Baptists, and people are all kind of the same. There are people who, before I go, there are people who want everybody to respect their religion and don't respect nobody else. Anyhow, that's all I was saying.
Thank you very much. The last one I sent for you, how long is it?
I got the I guess it's up on the first one you sent.
Right.
But
I know.
I find it looking kind of small.
Well, I sent it back for you now. I resend it. Guys, I can't take any more calls. We go into the break. When we come back, we will continue taking the calls. But we have some stuff to put up. So make sure you log on. These people are easy, you know, they say Megan. Bruce. We have Megan the Stallion, now we have Megan the Yardfowl. And there are somebody in that costume. Look, I want to get no bacchanal. We go into the break. How much time we have there?
A few seconds.
What? Not me, nah? Not me. We'll be back, people. Don't shift your dial.
You.
Flowers blossom in spring. Carnival and feel fun days. Oh Lord, it's joy and love the warmth of the season brings. You see, say Carnival and feel fun days. Why they like an animal? Oh Lord, it's bacchanal. I could never be the same. Sipping on strong chemical. After all this is over, I'll see you. Look, if you come to fed, I come to fed, she come to fed, we come to fed. Oh, now we have to sign and defend ready to. If you come to fed, start to chip like you Juve right now. Start to jump up. Start. Let the drinking start. Let the pumping start.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Join the winning team with Pastor Alkaline John every Monday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m. and every Wednesday evening from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. live on the Street 919 FM as he talks about Lviv, the power of 5 fruits, one of the most powerful antioxidant supplements on the market today. The 5 superfruits in Lviv are mangosteen, acai, pomegranate, gogi, and nuni. These fruits have a positive and profound impact on human health, performance, and disease. Listen to Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday at 9:05 a.m. and Wednesday at 7 p.m. on the Street 919 FM as he gives live testimonials of the Lviv healing powers. To get more information, you can contact Pastor Alkaline John at 516-286-7079, 516-286-7079, or you can visit his webpage at www.alkalinejohn.com.
The deals are at East Side Plaza, located at number 32 Charlotte Street in Port of Spain. It's a sale on everything at all stores. Opening hours are from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Everything from food stuff, lunches, pottery, African wear, Christmas gift items, tailor services, hair salon services, and so much more. Everything means everything. Head into Port of Spain and check out East Side Plaza at number 32 Charlotte Street.
Get ready! Pretty British, Brother J, and Ali Berry presents Caribbean Soca Madness Part 1. Drink your water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Saturday, April 16th at the Onyx venue, 27A Queensway, Bletchley, Milton Keynes, featuring the big band in the business, IWER George.
Yes, and this is me, IWER George, the big boss in the business. April 16th, Soca Madness Part 1. Yes, I'm going to be in London. I'm coming to shell it.
If I had one wish, and Skinny Fabulous.
You know what I'm saying, yo, London, April 16th. It's all about the Caribbean Soca Madness Part 1. I will be there.
Baby, your friend blinking bad. I'm the friend I'm stinking bad. Music by DTTP, Rigo Suave, the Stage Guard, Selector G, Survival Number 1, and DJ Winks. Tickets available on Eventbrite UK. Early bird tickets, £25 from March 6th. For more info, call Allison at 447588376951. Trini British 447404-050703. And Brother J 447508862718. Saturday, April 16th. Caribbean Soca Madness Part 1. London, it's your turn.
Well. Are you ready for that boat experience again? The Sea Champion and the Embassy say, book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion boarding at Kings Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy boarding at Breakfast Port of Spain or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959, 281-4723, and 299-4227, or email us at coralvisiontT@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
From the studio to the stage, every Friday between 3 to 4 p.m. Right here on the Street 919 FM. Radio you can see. Log on to our Facebook and YouTube so you can see live interviews and performances from some of our very own local superstars. Right here on the Street 919 FM.
Police, get in. Officer Best Price here. Johnny Q, Auto Parts Division.
Yes, sir.
I'm here to investigate an assault on batteries.
Excuse me, sir?
Is it true you have batteries selling for $488?
Yes. Power Master, Optima, Vata, and Megastar batteries.
So I can buy a battery for $488?
Yes, sir. For cars, trucks, and boats. Backed and distributed by Massey Automotive.
Which part?
Right here at Johnny Q Hardware and Auto Parts Division, 15 Arrowpita Avenue, Woodbrook. And our new Johnny Q Superstore, located at Lowlands Mall off Claude Noel Highway in Tobago. You could call 60 Tools.
All right. Thanks, boss. Nah, man. Granny,
do you have $488 to lend me?
Dr. Livette. Join him right here on your radio every Friday afternoon from 5:05 p.m. to 5:35 p.m. for your dose of the health and wellness in a program that is sure to change your life. Popular for promoting Livette rather than diet, Dr. Livette has transformed a number of lives nationwide and is now live on the Street 919 FM every Friday from 5:05 p.m. Tune in and also learn about the U-Juice to build your immunities and promote overall great health. Dr. Livette on the Street 919 FM this and every Friday from 5:05 p.m. to 5:35 p.m. It's time that you live.
Dynamic Crew alongside IWER George presents Soca Club. Featuring the boss himself, IWER George. IWER George. The boss man of Soca.
Yo, this is IWER George, the big boss in the business, and I'm going to be in Grand Cinnamon on the 14th of April, Canada, forward the 6th.
It's all going down the 14th of April at the Grand Cinnamon Banquet and Convention Center, Toronto, 3895 McNichol Avenue, Toronto, Ontario. 9 p.m. till. Tickets are just $35. Get them now at ticketgateway.com. Hey, so all your link up Dynamic Crew. It's all about Soca. Featuring IWER George in concert.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio
You are invited to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour Family Radio Ministry every Sunday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Check out the Children's Hour Worship Ministry of the Word and the Family Forum every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. The Law and You, and every Friday evening from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. All night prayer live on the Street 919 FM, designed with you in mind. This program deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will also be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He hath showed thee, O man, what is good, and what doeth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly and to love mercy and walk humbly with thy God. Your financial support through the First Citizens Bank will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222. For further information, call 753-1113 or email us at church668hope@gmail.com.
This is the Street 919 FM COVID-19 updates. In case you missed it, the latest COVID positive cases in TNT as of March 31st, 2022 stands at new positive cases 103, total active cases 6,859. Total recovered patients, 127,251. Total positive cases for COVID-19 as of March 2020 to present, 137,860. follow the Ministry of Health COVID-19 protocols. Wear your mask, sanitize, social distance, and avoid gatherings. A message from the Street 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Yo, this is your boy Ziggy Rankin, and right now you're listening to the Titans of Democracy. You don't know. Real talk.
So welcome back on the inside. Someone's laughing in glee with a Lotto Plus jackpot of $4.5 million. The winning ticket was purchased at Jumbo Foods Barataria. Plus one lucky person won $50,000. Match 5 numbers and you can too. Don't be the fool that missed out on a guaranteed $2 million. Pick up your tickets now for Saturday's $2 million Lotto Plus jackpot draw. And remember, winners always play Lotto Plus. Sharu. The lady don't have on her headphones. You mustn't take off your headphones, you know. Hey, what she do?
You know, others know you have your scripts to read, so I'm going through the thing here.
If I tell you this morning, I can't see the writing on the scripts. So the Lotto Plus that I read is what on the screen in front of me.
Oh, Lord.
I ain't fussing up. Probably the effects of that fever yesterday.
Oh, gosh. All right, so Trinidad and Tobago, it's 8:08 a.m. and we're back. You know, I want to tell people I created a chat for a particular reason. And I'm seeing people posting other radio station stuff on the chats. Mm-hmm. I created a chat for our Titans of Democracy on the Street 919 FM. So if you want to put other state things, you can call me, do it individually on other person's, you know, you can do it individually on other person's profile, but don't put it on what I created. That's not for that. All right? So just wanted to share that this morning. And you know, when we want to tell silly lies, you know, it's a little obvious. I stopped calling because of so many things, but you're calling on another radio station. And you know, it's not a problem. We're not really missing, you know, but it's just was a concern. Why not? Why you're not here, but you're over there? And the excuse you give is so, how would I say, frivolous. And, you know, it's not making sense. So I'll be doing some cleaning up on the chats. So I'll be looking at persons who don't contribute or comment, and we'll be cleaning it up so we can make space for the persons who want to be on the chat. Yeah? Mm-hmm. So Trinidad and Tobago, we are back, and the World Extension, we are back. It's 8:09 a.m. Today is the first, it's Damn Fool Day, 2022. Right. Bruce, I'll give you some stuff to play. Mm-hmm. A lot of people, you all calling to complain about the beat, what is happening in Tobago at this time. But What go tell you? I really ain't not much to say on that, but I'll share some videos with you all in a short while. Mr. Chance? Good morning, my dear. Good morning, my darling. How are you? Good, fine, good. Good morning, Brucey.
Morning, Mr. Chance.
All Titans at home and abroad, good morning, a special good morning. First of all, I want to thank you and Bruce for giving me the opportunity to share my concerns and to make my contribution on this platform. Because you see, I get that opportunity and I'm very grateful for it. This morning, I know it's Bacchanal Friday, and it's all Fools Day as well. Mm-hmm. So I myself have a little question to ask Rodney Charles, but I will do so just right after this. Now, the first thing I want to do this morning is to congratulate the two ministers of education. That's the Dolly and the Speaker Morris Julian. They have been holding the fort of this education during a pandemic. Unprecedented. Two women. This morning I want to congratulate them. When I saw the smile and the faces of the children and the parents on television, I reflected, and I always like to reflect. I reflected on the good work being done by those two ministers over the last few years. Yes, it wasn't easy with them, They had to deal with two viruses, You know those two viruses were, Miss Felix? You know the one everybody knows. They had to deal with the COVID-19 virus. And yes, the ministers of education with the government of Trinidad they got to deal with another virus, The UNT25 virus. You know what the UNT25 virus is, Felix? Tell us. 19 in the House of Representatives and 6 in the Senate. It was easy for the entire government. It was easy for the ministers of education. So I want to congratulate them for doing an excellent job. And right after Easter, we're going to have the full reopening of school, physical attendance, like many countries in the world. Not all of them, but there are many countries in the world that are on that platform. From nursery to tertiary, we'll be out in school. And that is important because when the children don't go to physical classes, I want the parents to hear me this. Listen carefully. When your children do not attend face-to-face classes, there is serious loss of learning. The research says that. Loss of learning. Understand? So it's not that the children online and they're learning everything. No. They lose a lot of their learning when they do not attend physical classes. That is why the ministers were so working and the government were working so hard to get physical classes. The second thing, and I must put this on the record, I want to compliment the Prime Minister and the government for the contribution they have made to the spiritual shelter back. People have spoken about it, but as a citizen, I want to mention it too. I want to put it on the public record. You must repeat these things. One, for the land to construct the cathedral. Notice I'm saying a cathedral, not a church. A cathedral. The land for the cathedral. And then the $10 million for the construction of the cathedral. And then land for a cemetery and a crematorium. Very important thing. And it's a cathedral, because a cathedral is different than a church. A cathedral is more than a church, in the sense that it is not only for the conduct of religious services, but it is also for other ancillary things that take place in the church. Operations with the bishop and things like that. It's an imposing building, according to the description, that glorifies God. That's what the cathedral is, and that's the contribution that I've made. And I want to congratulate the Prime Minister for that. And I want to thank him again for his statement that he made to Prince William during that same time. The origin of the Baptist faith is the African people. And he took the time to mention something to us. Sir Prince William, who was making a tour of the Caribbean. And he said that he was happy that Prince William acknowledged the harm done through slavery. But he was diplomatic. And that's what leadership is about. He said while he acknowledged that and he recognized that,
She would like Prince William and the British colonials to go a step further. And what that step further was? He asked for reparation for the African people. Reparation means payment for the wrong that was done to us during slavery. And leadership, reparation, took the opportunity, right? And the next point I want to make very quickly is that the Prime Minister, in keeping with the promise, yesterday in Cabinet, announced that the Commission of Inquiry, right, the people will be sworn in the week of the 18th of April. I am telling you all these things for you to be able to see governance and leadership. That's the point I'm making, you know. Governance and leadership in your country, you must be aware of that. And he announced that that is going to happen. The Prime Minister told us that at least the Minister of Energy gave us some details on that. He told us that the man that is going to head this inquiry is a regional legal luminary. You know? There's no fly by night. So when you hear those political bottom feeders, and you know what that is, people try to take a tragedy. People try to take a tragedy and sadness and pain and try to get political benefit. That is what is free dictionary. You can Google it. Because there's all those people who are flying all around trying to gain benefit from the tragedy of the divers, you know, trying to get political mileage out of it and other things. It is cited in the dictionary as political bottom feeders. It didn't say so. Read it, check it out. And that Commission of Inquiry will ignore all the political bottom feeders and get on to the facts. So you have a legal luminary as chairman, and then you have a subsidy expert as another member of the commission. And that will be supported by Ramit Warren Maraj, senior counsel. You couldn't want better than that. So we have to discard all the old talk we hear from all the other people at the moment and treat with that. And finally, Ms. Felix, I want to congratulate the Trinidad and Tobago football team. And I'll tell you why I'm doing that, you know. I want to thank you for the time. I'll tell you why I'm doing that, you know. Because the Trinidad and Tobago football team was involved in a tri-nation competition in the Hazy Copper Stadium. Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, and Guyana. You know who was there? I tell you leadership again.
The Prime Minister.
Trinidad and Tobago was there. Mm-hmm. I sent a clip for you showing, if you could put it up for the people to see, you know.
I saw it.
Right, in his red thing. And you know what is that about? No, that's not a World Cup game, you know. That's a friendly. And you see the Prime Minister? He's there with the team from now. Leadership. He's there with the team from now. And the team is building back up. He's there. He's not waiting till they finish and come and say something. No. That is the point I make when I make my contribution on this radio. I focus on leadership and governance so that you understand what is happening in your country. Now, let me give you the Bible piece of Akana very quick. I want to ask Lord Richard. I want to ask him something. Lord Richard, there was a statement, a commentary done by Rafik Shah on the 6th of November 2011. So if I go back and see it. And he made some comments about you, Lord Richard. He referred to you as, use the word ungrateful. Where that come from, man? Eh? Why was you ungrateful? You know what he said? He said he was ungrateful because the PNM gave plenty things and you stand your back and check down the mill. So he said, let me find out. I don't send Madden to help me. Let me find out. But so I tried to ask some question and I find somebody who was close to Rodney and they give me some information. But I won't say it because I want to ask the question. Mr. Charles, is it true that your father was a head teacher and he was the chairman of a party group in South Trinidad? And he lobbied and advocated for you all through the government, through the Ministry of Education to get a scholarship in journalism in Carleton University in Ottawa. According to University, you know, Carleton University in Ottawa, Canada, sir. Is that true? That is why Lapis say use a new Mataram. Because the PNM gave us scholarship 5 years and they come back. They came back. Is it true that you was chairman of a party group in San Fernando? PNM party group? What are you vexed by? How you turn your back and keep going to make somebody? You just turn your back somebody and keep your answer. That was Rafi Shah asked you in the column on the 6th of November 2011, and he said you're ungrateful boy. And as I even asked you also too, you know, Rafi Shah was very upset with you because he said you went and had lunch with Marie Le Pen, who was someone who the international world rejected, you know. She was persona non grata.
Because of the racism.
Right. And what as a citizen I'm concerned about, I want to know if you put Trinidad and Tobago in this street for a plate of food buy. A plate of food buy. When in Trinidad they give anybody to get a plate of food, you go on quite away and put Trinidad in distribute for a plate of food buy. That's the problem. When you see Dr. Willie was very upset with you, that way vexed for you know, that you put Trinidad and Tobago in trouble for a plate of food. Thank you very much, Mr. Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chance. Anyhow, I'll get all the information right here. Now, remember I said people who call it and say about who firing since when Mr. Archer has spoken to us, right?
Yeah.
So I said to you what Kelvin Morris said. He said, when I told Tobagonians that this PDP administration is wicked and vindictive, many attempted to castigate my name. I just got news that my wife, who has a master's in international business management and properly applied and interviewed for her job, has been fired. Farley Chavez Augustine, remember today for me, tomorrow for you. And the response, Farley Chavez Augustine, please don't misconstrue the facts. The entire community partnership unit is being restructured. It's being restructured. It has nothing to do with your wife personally. And just as an addition, right. I have a very close relative who worked in wedding that is a part of the same unit that is now being restructured. This has not, but I didn't say, this has not about your wife specifically. And somebody comes up here to see, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your Chief Secretary, a liar. At no time were members of the unit told about any restructuring. They were told that they had no need for them. So I don't know why this man continues to blatantly lie to the public. I pray that Tobagonians open your eyes and see this administration for who they are, a wicked, vindictive bunch of people led by a liar who tries to pass as innocent. Lord help us. Now, all in I don't like, I just look for my facts and get it. So, I give you the clip to play with Fazir, and I want you to play that for me. And after you play that, I want you to put up the videos. It's more than one end. Right, the video because he said he's talk about the chief secretary's residence and so on. All right? Spoke about it. So I want you all to see it as it is because nothing much didn't move out from inside the... Look, let me hush my mouth and let me see for this. Anyhow, put up the
video. Ready?
The problem that we have in Tobago is that the teacher workforce is too large.
Let we stop the foolish talk about the THA employing too much people. Everybody has the ambition to want to work for government.
Teacher workforce is too large. That's a problem.
Is anybody in this Port of Spain borough, in the Port of Spain Corporation, arguing about how many people are employed there?
Teacher workforce is too large.
Let we stop the foolish talk. Is anybody in the Arima Borough Corporation arguing about how many people are employed by the borough?
Teacher workforce is too large.
And who cares? Is anybody quarreling about the people in San Fernando?
Teacher workforce is too large. That's a problem.
Let we stop the foolish talk.
The problem that we have in Tobago is that the teacher workforce is too large.
The point that they are making, and I hope you listen and understand, is that the Tobago House of Assembly is employing too many people. Where does Watson and his team want people to be employed?
And I want somebody to rebut what his name is saying, punch him, and tell him, and tell me, and tell all of us that there is another way. How many private sectors or businesses have survived during COVID?
Because of our peculiar circumstances where the private sector in Tobago is small, it behoves the THA to pick up the brunt of labor within the labor market.
The THA has been willing to find a way to matriculate employees into the private sector.
This is a crucial piece of evidence.
Politically, because if he's going to take away all the people's easy, do nothing THA work, you will have no chance in 2021.
And I tell you, my brothers and sisters, all contract workers within the Tobago House of Assembly, be you PNM, be you whoever you are, you need to protect your job from December 6th.
And teaching workforce is too large.
And who cares?
And we are taking Tobago to where their dream resides. Tobago,
which should be a political independence, which means they cut free of the reliance on Trinidad. No THA work because you're going to reduce the amount of staffing.
I wonder if the Tobagonians heard and they saw that. Let me tell you, I got a call 2 days ago about a gentleman with a problem with his eyes. So apparently a letter has to be given so that this gentleman can come to Trinidad or however, or whatever to have the eyes either operated on or whatever. The man is going blind. I think he's almost blind in one eye and the other eye has been affected. Went to a particular person and the person tell him, well, they ain't doing something to that effect. I don't want to give the direct, I don't want because they're going to know who it is. And let Trinidad get you a letter. Or they could go Trinidad and let them get you a letter to see about your eye. What is that? What kind of behavior is that? Elections are finished. They're gone. You have the people at Trinidad or the people of Tobago, as a matter of fact, to look after. You all were voted in the THA. The elections done, campaign done. Let us look after the people's benefit and welfare. So, all you will only deal with the people alone who are PDP, you see. Anyhow, I try not to I said to you all, I wouldn't say anything about that. But I want to go a little further. Remember he said, and they say, and I've seen people put them, oh, they're only quarreling about the chief secretary house and this one and that one. No, but sometimes it's good for you to see, you to understand and make your own judgment call. Because what I'm putting up for you, go ahead, Bruce, you can put it up.
I'm trying to put it up. You no longer tell me loading.
All right, so it says, until Dennis, March 25th at 3:11 p.m., you was living in that house like that? The THA wasn't maintaining that residence. Farley said that you mash up the residence. Well, after several comments and questions posed to me on this issue, I decided that I must respond to yet another bout of misleading rhetoric and blatant misinformation, such in public life in Tobago. The current Chief Secretary, in his response to questions posed to him about the cost of refurbishment works at the official residence, thought it necessary to make some unfortunate statement and release images of some parts of the official residence of the Chief Secretary taken sometime after my departure from same. And of course, the cyberbullies, memes artists, and the bacchanalists are having a field day or two casting aspersions for likes. Let me state categorically that during my time as Chief Secretary, I neither lived in squalor nor did I endure any significant discomfort as the release images may suggest. Let me also refute every direct or implied claim that I misused or abused public property during my time at the residence. These pictures of selected areas of the residence are neither reflective of the true state nor the maintenance of it by hardworking and committed employees of the THA. This can be verified by the property manager and other public servants who made periodic inspection and visit as part of their job. Right. I occupied the official residence on August 1st, 2020, without any extensive renovation work apart from electrical work done to improve the lighting of the grounds, as this was a safety concern. Some of the security cameras were not operational long before I got there, and the IT department did not show up to fix this until 1 week before my departure. I also inherited the prevailing appliances and furniture, with the exception of the bed in the master bedroom. It is customary to change the bed you sleep on, which is a fact. I thought it irresponsible and unnecessary to engage in any significant expenditure on the official residence during what was expected to be a short 6-month stay during a pandemic. And those who know me well will know that I hardly complain. The imperfections of the residence were the least of my problems, as I had a raging pandemic to deal with, which rendered several Tobagonians homeless. I even considered offering one desperate and displaced family refuge in the guest quarters, but I was strongly advised against this. Outdoor furniture, which appeared to be originally red, were clean but already discolored and significantly worn upon my arrival at the residence due to exposure to the elements. This was the case with all outdoor furniture, with the exception of the white wooden chairs and tables, which were in good shape. All indoor furniture and appliances, including the living room chair set, were in good condition when I arrived and remained so upon my departure. There were 2 husky puppies joined us last September, and while they are very adorable, they also were very mischievous. Not only did they escape the premises several times by finding every hole in the perimeter fence as soon as I covered one, but they also chewed up several of the cushions on the indoor chairs, which I offered to pay for upon my departure. This explains the torn cushions. However, they were not filthy as represented in the pictures. I surprised that those photos were taken after a period of storage in what appears to be the garden shed or pool room based on the picture seen by me. This would have been or caused further deterioration of the cushions. Some of the pictures in circulation highlights usual wear and tear consistent with an environment conducive to rust before or because of its close proximity to the sea. As evident in the corroded but functional AC units, corroded flagpoles, corroded awnings, and one dilapidated gate. Notwithstanding the corrosion, at no time did those pose any danger to me, my family, visitors, or any other users of the property. And claims that awnings were falling off are false, not while I was there, and that could not happen under Mr. Bernadette or Mrs. Bernadette Solomon, Commander's watch. People, and it goes on and on and on, and it just goes to show you. If we start with lies, we will end with lies. So wait, you take office and you go, so you're going in to make confusion and bacchanal as you reach. You remember, this thing sounds so much like the UNC. When the UNC came into office, remember what they said, Mr. Panning, take the piano, and all kind, the piano was right there covered up?
Yep.
Apparently, like they didn't know what a piano looked like when it covered. And this is my problem. You want to justify why you spend so much money? Don't use it in a way that you're trying to make somebody else look as though they were the ones that destroyed everything. You all are so bent to condemn PNM in such a way that, you know, it is so terrible that I say, well, I'll go start here. Let me tell them this. Let me say that. Let me say the other. But we're forgetting at the end of the day, we all have to be part of this, you know. We all have to be part of this, I always tell when I sit here for how many years and say to you, election time finish, it's over, let's get down to the business of running the country. And I continue to tell you, yes, I am PNM, but PNM can't do no wrong for me and tell me it's right. And I will come here and defend it because it's so, I know it's wrong, but defending it, going down. And then cause my name to be thrown in the gutter. I'm not doing that. So sorry. But I will anything upside down. You have that there? Yeah. I don't understand that. So people, I just wanted you to hear, see for yourself. I am not asking anybody to make no judgment call at this time, But I don't like lies. I don't like the lies. I like to defend when I know it's defendable. Defending it this morning. I defended it. Right? So, for all who saw, we're taking your calls. I want to deal with Tobago right now. We're taking your calls. 307-0930, 475-7426. I think I have a caller holding on. Caller, good morning.
Hello, morning, Charles.
Morning.
Morning.
In the early, I was seeing what a lot of people saw. But what I like about PNM politics is that you just get the proof. You understand? You just get the proof in terms of you have things to reflect on in order to help make a decision. Most of what it is bring up against PNM, there's some fantasy trying to bring it to reality. And somehow if you don't have enough intelligence, you just find fantasy. And what's going on in Tobago in terms of Bali and stuff like that, it bears testimony so that, all right, only made a bad decision. No, what has caused the cultism, what it has accused us of, is that there has been denial about the things right before your very eyes, if you understand what I'm saying. But Sharon, other than that, I just wanted to touch on something Mr. Chan said concerning reparations. Can I, or are you speaking about Tobago now alone?
Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Chan, I really enjoy your editorial. And in terms of reparations, it's a very, very serious issue. And, we can't look at it as money alone. And the idea I want to throw out is the money that is being used, African School of Agriculture and African School of Doctors. That should be like we should go towards knowledge and stop thinking money alone. I just wanted to show you that. Thank you for allowing
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much. So, I hope Tobago still locked on. Because when I started dealing with Tobago, it's just get cut off. It's just go blank. As I started dealing with anything Tobago-ish, and I've been not being very nice to the THL, let's get off and goes. So, I don't know. But Trinidad and Tobago. So, but I want to tell you. Who is this? They say how to get a big work under the PDP THA administration. Cuss the PNM stink live on Facebook. Make sure the cuss dirty and abusive to young ladies too. Make sure you turn off the AC or fan.
Oh my.
Wait, just now, hold on. Make sure you turn off the AC or fan so you could look sweaty and stink while cussing and get a big what in tourism like somebody, I ain't calling no name. If you do this right, they will even fire somebody to give you the work. That is one. Two, be the girlfriend of somebody and get hired as head of procurement in the biggest division. No interview or qualification required, just, oh God. Three, appear on TV and radio and cuss the PNM for years like somebody. You'll get paid a whooping $50,000 as an advisor. Four, be a big, just no, oh God, only this.
My word.
Right. Good. Be a big UNC from Trinidad like somebody named Harilal Samlal something. Who is that? And get to be the boss of project management in the biggest THA division at a salary of $30,000. You get to call shots to fire some Tobagonians too. 5, be the cousin of Chief Secretary Layard so and get a big advisor working agriculture at $20,000. They're keeping it in the family. 6, be the girlfriend of a liar, somebody, and get a big work in education. No interview needed. The liar something will just talk to his former girlfriend, who is the secretary there. Be a former TOP bigwig like Vanilla and Ashwood. You're bound to be advisor older. You don't know nothing about what you're supposed to advise about. Oh, God. Jesus. Oh, Lord. Then there are 7 ways to lose your job under the PDP-THA administration. Say no to sexual advances from somebody was seen waving a PNM flag during election. Be good at your job, but known as PNM. Be labeled as political hire by liar so-and-so. Stand up to bullying from so-and-so and something, and the others who don't know their head from their, you know what? 6, speak out or post on Facebook against PDP tyrant, freedom of speech gone out the window. Look or smell like a PNM. Stop sending me them things. Because I will continue reading, and I wouldn't stop. Right. I see, they say, all kind of, everybody getting fired, but everybody family getting hired. They fire left, right, and center, but people, family getting hired. Who brother, who cousin, who this, look, you see me? Let me take the call. Mr. Napuna, hold on. Crown Point.
I sent something there for you. You get it?
I get it. I think so.
Good. Now you see what's going on there. First, let me tell me
which one you want me to talk about. Due to the late notice of the repeal of the national COVID-19 health guidelines, the Buku Village Council wishes to advise the public that the annual Buku Growth and Crab Race Festival will not be held in 2022. We also want to make it clear that we are not involved with any other comparable activity may be held in the neighborhood throughout the Easter weekend of 2022. We've already started organizing for the thrilling return of the 95th annual Buku Goat and Crab Race Festival carded for 2023, and we hope you'll join us. Thank you. Winston Pereira, Public Relations Officer, Buku Village Council, and the telephone number is there. Thank you very much. You there?
Yes, John, I'm here.
Right.
Now, the second one is a reply from the air representative from Bukumon Peasant. Now, here what happening, Sharon. The Mount Pleasant Village Council also, right, sent out a similar stating that they will not be organizing any goat race and crab race this year. Mount Pleasant. But there are 2 people in the present administration. My area representative from the PDP, well, he won APC. And it's supposed to be pastor. I don't know if it's still a pastor, but I understand every 2 weeks we keep in big church service in the community building in town.
Operation,
right? And both of them figure they are all give to all politicians. So they want to override the people and saying they will be keeping their thing. You see, Sharon, this thing not smelling right, you know, with these people, not smelling right. Payback time, so they're looking for ways and means to pay back who they borrow money from to run their election. And I want to be good people. I told them when we start to blow, everybody will get blown down. Who survive, survive. Who dead, dead. I saying again, Sharon, I'm going to say this until the end of this 4 years. They have to take it. They look for it. Even some PNM people vote for them. Right? They had to take it until such time because they caused that on themselves. So let it take where they go in Sharon. I did warn them, I did warn them about these people. And Mr. Farley, you're treading on hot ashes. Be careful of your treading, you will get your foot sole burn up. You will get your foot sole burn up, Mr. Farley. Step light are gone.
Thank you very much. I see in here. Anyhow, I'm a question up now.
See that?
Mm-hmm.
Sharon, I want to remind you, I want to jump in the other people call, but Sharon, here, we cease to pray, we cease to fight, when the darkest cloud withdraw, it has sight to faith and love, brings it, we bless, then come above. Sharon, we have prayed for the month, and that's all I want to tell you. We forget.
All right.
Okay, baby?
Okay, darling.
Don't let me let that happen again, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Satan and them are wrong.
Yeah.
They are wrong plenty, and this is supposed to be a spiritual week because we celebrated spiritual Baptist Day. And the biggest, oh God, come, Shana, go on.
All right. So, you see people talking, but like they're afraid to talk on some of these on the radio. They're afraid they don't want to hear their voice because they fear further victimization. I see in here, anti-husband. They say, what I don't understand is how now one talking about the conflict of interest that is blatant. Remember Bruce, they was talking about conflict of interest with this, that, and the other.
Oh, yes.
So, anti-husband, oh God, where you going? Anti-husband, father, first cousin, political leader, brother. Who is somebody named Trevor James? Who is he?
I want to
know.
know.
Who is he, brother? Who is he, brother? But anyhow,
lazy, no?
Anyhow, all your callers, I don't know. Do you have any call there?
No, nothing. I ain't see nothing.
Mount St. George?
When for James, brother, I only boat, I want to shower, I could be trained that for the day. That is why I was trying to get him back for the day. But I just get comfort. So I'm watching you on the Facebook. I'm not saying you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bruce,
oui.
We have any calls? Take the calls.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, my grandson Rich.
Caller, good morning. Hey.
Good morning.
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 Good night,
Son.
Morning.
Morning.
Now, it's someone like you said getting tired of reading that and it's getting tired. But really and truly, you get the information too much from listening to you and the caller something to go. You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
So, I know you must be getting tired of reading it and all that, but it's really good information for us to, not really keeping up with the paper and the radio. So, I hope that, you continue because we're really making our own assessment about what's going on in Tobago through this program. You see, it's very informative and I don't want you to get tired of them calling and you have to read it out and all that. So, get the strength and we enjoying it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Caller, good morning.
Yeah, take your call.
Sharon and Bruce, morning.
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 Sharon and Bruce, as far as my eyes could see, it seems like Fally just carried in him title. But it seems like persons are calling the shots. And those people are in charge. And they are controlling Fally, and Fally has to go with the flow. So he just carried the name Chief Secretary, but my eyes could see he's not in charge.
Well, guys, I want to run out for leaving a little early. Well, it's on. We just have 2 more minutes. Yeah?
About that, yeah, because the countdown start 3 more.
Right. So the word for today is brilliance. Don't let nobody fool you, eh? I'm a child of light. The light of divine love shines within me, creating a dazzling brilliance that is the very light of God expressing in, through, and as me. Life, or like a sparkling diamond, my spiritual nature is similarly multifaceted, expressing as intelligence, peace, compassion, and wholeness. My life is made brighter as my awareness of my divine identity, my brilliance grows. My shining, sparkling light brightens the lives that touch mine. By living authentically, I invite all others to radiate their inner lights. As divine beings made in the image and likeness of God, we are spiritually perfect. With joy, I welcome the flow of divine light through my life and all life. Live as children, of light. For the fruit of the light is found in all that is good and right and true. Ephesians 5, 8, and 9. Trinidad and Tobago, this is where I'm going to leave it for today. Mm-hmm. I'll talk to you on Monday, please God. And, don't shift your dial, because up next is Google. Then we have the VNR show and Aisha Wells. And on Sunday, it's Dominic Turn. Do not shift your dial. We have all that excitement coming up for you for the entire day. I'm out of here. Talk to you. Be good. Be safe. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.